Today on Money Matters, we're talking to Student Union leader Cathy Jenkinson about student finances. Welcome, Cathy.
Thank you.
So, tell me about the problems students face with finances.
Well, we all know that governments of all parties have allowed universities in England to charge for courses. Students may have to face charges of up to £9,000 a year. That, though, is just for their studies. They also have to find somewhere to live, something to eat, and have a bit left for a social life. They can borrow money for their course fees, which they don't have to pay back until they are earning a good income, but other costs have to be paid for. That means asking parents or bank managers for help. Even with a part-time or a summer job, it can be difficult to survive.
I went to college in the 80s and I remember it being hard, but not impossible.
That's true, but things are different. You had free education and money to live on. You probably were able to get unemployment benefit in the holidays. I know that those days are never going to come back. Public opinion wouldn't allow it, and, although I disagree with the arguments, I understand why people think the way that they do. Also, accommodation was much cheaper 30 years ago, and all first years were guaranteed a room in halls of residence for a fraction of the cost of renting a house or flat. Holiday jobs are harder to find nowadays too.
Can students do anything to make their situation better?
Well, I don't want you to think I'm blaming students, but yes, they could make savings. One thing would be to think carefully about where to study. Living at home isn't perfect, but it does save a lot of money. People should also consider the course they choose and how helpful it will be in the future. When education was free, you could study something just because it was interesting. That's not really an option anymore.
Can parents help?
Well, I think a lot of parents do, but even if they give £5,000 a year, which would be very difficult for many people, their child would still need another £5,000 or £10,000 a year. In other ways, everyone can help. It is important for children to learn to cook healthily on a budget and to manage their finances.
So, being a student is a hard life nowadays.
Yes, it is, but I think there are signs that things might get better. Student numbers are down this year, so universities may be forced to reduce their fees to attract more people. Young people will also learn from the problems faced by today's students. Student unions will also learn and be able to offer advice and counselling in the future. We're all learning to live with these changes and will be able to deal with them better as time goes on.
Thank you very much, Cathy, and good luck.
Thank you.